Hi, I'm Ryan Collins, Director of Technology for a public K-12 school district during the day and a huge geek at night. Today we're going to look at inviting guardians and removing guardians from your Google Classroom. When you look at the People tab in Google Classroom, you can see your teachers and your students. Beside each student, there's a Invite Guardians. Well, spoiler alert, that's how you invite the guardians. Click on Invite Guardians and I can type the guardian's email address out and then hit Invite. Nothing happens with that guardian until they accept the invitation. So if I hop on over here, and by the way, it's a good idea to keep non-Google account on some service. Here I have Yahoo, just to test these things because I can invite my Yahoo account. I can make sure it works with non-Google accounts. This is what the parent gets. Get Google Classroom email summaries for Johnny Knight. And they get a nice little email and they hit accept. They can also say I'm not a guardian, which will kick out the invitation and they won't be added. When I say accept, it jumps to another site. Invitation is accepted. I'll receive weekly summaries about Johnny Knight's progress. Because this is a non-Google account, I can't change how often and when I receive the email summaries. I just get the default. And we'll talk about changing using a Google account in a little bit later. I am invited, and if I go back to my classroom, and we'll refresh this screen, it'll have Johnny Knight and his email account. I could add other guardians for him. And this is a Google account, so we can see what that looks like. So now training is invited, and so each student can have multiple accounts. Let me start up my training account and see what that looks like when you're using a regular Google account. I'm at my training person, so we'll go to Gmail. And I get the same email. I'm going to accept it. The difference is this time I am a Google account. And so it gives me a little different box when they're using a Google account. Yes, I want to get Johnny's summaries. And so now I can change it to I want to get them daily, and I can set my time zones because dailies are set each afternoon, weeklies are set Friday afternoons. So I can change that all, and that's just because I am in a Google account instead of a non-Google account like my Yahoo account is. So what do these summaries look like? This is Google's example summary. They'll get a list of what homework is missing from the last week and what's due coming up and what activity we had talked about this last week. You notice there is no actual work that the student has done or any grades. It's just so you are on top of what they're not doing or what they have done, and you can help your student, so the parents can help their students with their work. Now, when you add a guardian for a particular student, that guardian is added for Johnny Knight throughout all of the classrooms. So Johnny Knight, once one teacher does it, Johnny Knight will have a guardian for every classroom that Johnny is in. Because you look here, it has your marine biology class, American literature class, goes through all of them. Sometimes you'll go in here and the student already has a guardian. That's because either the guardian was set by your Google administrator or another teacher assigned that student to a guardian. To remove a guardian, we can click on the three dots and say remove guardians. We get a checkbox on which guardian we want to remove. So we'll remove the Yahoo one. This will remove the guardians from all of the students' classes, even classes you don't teach. Be careful with this. Be sure that that guardian needs to be removed because it will remove it from all of the students' classes, and you might tick off somebody that wanted that guardian in there. So once I select the user, I can hit remove, and you notice my Yahoo account is now removed. If the guardian has a non-Google account and they would like to have a Google account, they can go to sign in, but right here they can say create account for myself. They can put their name in there, but instead of creating an @Gmail account, they can say use my current email address instead. Make up a password. And then they go through the process, and then this Mr. R. Collins at yahoo.com will also be a Google account. So they can change their summaries just like my Google account could. For a parent, if a parent does want to change their settings, you may want to write down this address, classroom.google.com/gs, so they can jump right to the Google summaries and they can see what's going on. Because if a parent just goes to classroom.google.com, if they're in any classes, which apparently training is in a couple of Star Trek classes, but I don't see any links for summaries. The most important piece to take away from here is classroom.google.com/gs, and then the parent can manage their email summaries. Even if they're a teacher, they can still manage it with that Google account. So that's it for this video. Please take a moment to head on over to educate.me and check out my website that I put together. Be sure to hit that subscribe button on YouTube, because I would really like to hit 100 subscribers so I can name the channel something better than a bunch of random characters. And thank you for watching this all the way to the end. Stay classy.